Well, I'm back from Namm, and today I want to bring you guys a video that's a little bit different than your average Namm video because I'm tired of Namm videos, and I'm sure you are too. So today I want to talk about, I think it's seven weird things about Namm. 7 odd things about Namm that you probably don't know that no one else is really talking about. I don't think anyways. They haven't seen it yet. So, let's jump into it a little bit. Here we go. The first thing is annoying drums. So if you've never been to Namm, it's usually they have the drums all combined with everything. They didn't this year. This year they had a separate section for just the drums, which is fantastic for us people who sell guitar gear because we didn't have to listen to someone beat the crap out of the cymbal all day long. But the problem is that at this particular location where all the drums were, my favorite food was there. So like the best Mexican food at the venue anyways was right in the middle of all the cymbals. And that doesn't sound that bad, but imagine like 10,000 people all playing different beats on the drums, beating the crap out of cymbals all at the same time to different tempos. It's just a massive noise. And I have to ask you drummers, why are you beating the crap out of cymbals? They all sound the same. They literally they all sound the same. Just why? I don't get it. So yeah, the annoying drum sections. And some people like to dress up for the occasion. And what I mean by that is some people, it's like they were let out of a cage and they decided that they were going to find the weirdest possible thing they could possibly wear. I don't know if that's just their shtick or something, or maybe they dress like that all the time. I don't know. Seems like it'd make Christmas morning at Mom's really awkward though. And then there's the shaking of the sweaty hands. Now, I'm guilty of this, so this is kind of a me thing. Because, you know, you're talking to people and like it's kind of warm in there, and you go to shake someone's hand, you're like, I'm so sorry. It's like just dripping with sweat, and you know, kind of like trying to wipe it off, and they're doing the same thing. They're like, did this guy literally just like pee his pants and didn't wash his hands or something? And it's kind of embarrassing. So. And speaking of peeing on your hands, when you go to the restroom sometimes and you see that people are walking out without washing their hands, that's kind of nasty. Because you know you're going to be shaking some of those hands where people aren't washing them. And then people talk about getting namthrax from that, or at least getting namthrax in general, which is basically like when a lot of people get sick after going to the convention because you're shaking tons and tons of people's hands after they just dropped a deuce in the toilet and they didn't want to wash their hands. So it's kind of nasty. So if you go to Namm, make sure you wash your hands and use a lot of hand sanitizer. And then crop dusting. Now, I don't know if you know what crop dusting is. It's has nothing to do with plants really. But crop dusting is, let's say you're in a crowd of people, or people walk by, and they decide that now's the perfect time to let the smelliest fart just let it rip, and they keep walking. And you're left with the consequences of being nauseous and wanting to throw, you know, guitar pedals at people. By the way, that's a really expensive habit, so don't do that. Don't throw guitar pedals at people. That's dangerous too. You could hurt someone. You could put an eye out. You don't want to put an eye out. But anyways, you know, maybe if you have gas, maybe the thing to do is not do crop dusting. You know. Oh, look, it's my son. Brent, do you crop dust?
Yeah.
You crop dust?
Yeah.
Why would you crop dust?
Occasionally.
So you're in a crowd of people, and you literally think, now's a good time for me to fart.
Well, I mean, it really depends. You know?
On?
I don't know. If it's gonna be a silent one, you can always tell if it's gonna be a silent one. You know, if it's a loud one, I mean, if there's a lot of noise going on, you can just let it rip. But
so you're saying if you know that it's going to be a silent one, it's the perfect time for crop dusting.
No. Yeah.
I've raised you wrong, son. And then the very, very weird musical instruments. I don't know why, but it seems like there's always somebody that has like a trash can lid with metal bands wrapped around it, and they're making all kinds of noises with it, and they're literally rocking. Like, you would think they were Angus Young or something, or, you know, Justin Timberlake, or somebody like that. You would think they were completely rocking out with like this device. I don't even know. It's not even a musical instrument. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. And then lastly, and probably most importantly, have you ever thought about how many product releases there are at NAMM? It's kind of overwhelming, especially to like you, the consumer. I mean, let's take a look at pedals, for example. I bet there was at least 1,000 different pedals released in the span of a week. It's kind of overwhelming. Hard to make a decision, I'm sure. You can't buy them all. I mean, I guess you could, but you'd have to take out a loan and probably sell a kidney. So that's not going to happen, which is why we choose not to do our biggest releases at NAMM. We just don't. I like to do them at other times of the year. And, yeah, kind of weird how that works. So that's been 7 things that you may not have known about NAMM, and that probably most people aren't talking about because they're too busy showing you their product releases. So, hope you like this. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. If you did, subscribe. Click the little subscribe button. And if you're on like a PC or a Mac or something other than an iPhone or iPad, click the little bell. That gives you, lets you know that there's notifications when we upload new things. Make sure you comment below with some of the things that you like or don't like about NAMM. And we'll see you in a couple days with the next video. Laters. Oh, one last thing that I forgot to mention. You meet some pretty interesting people at NAMM. Like Mrs. Smith, who, can obviously shred pretty good. Yeah.